So today we paid to do like guided trek type thing. So these Hmong ladies walked us around. Only the one lady was actually our guide, but then these two other girls just followed us the whole way. Basically because they were hoping that we were gonna buy something from them when we got to their village. So we felt bad for them. So then we did actually buy some stuff, but it was an interesting day.
And this is a little field of green tea that they use here, so pretty nice.
We're passing a herd of cows.
Yeah. Now I'm getting used to them.
Stampede.
That one. Scary.
Scary?
Will they ever, like...
So our tour guide lady was pretty cool. She spoke English with an Aussie accent because she learned how to speak from Australians, and she learned to speak just from following these tours along and listening and talking to them. And basically just all day we walked around and asked her questions about what life is like for her and the Hmong people. Here she's explaining how in Vietnam you have to like pay a bribe in order to get a job. So like you basically pay the first 3 years salary in order to secure yourself a job when you're a young adult.
Only about money, you know. I don't
It's
know.
kind of sad.
It's very sad, and a lot of people study like few years, like 4 or 5 years, to be a nurse or teacher. But when I come back, the parents are local. They live in a village. They can't afford to pay for the job.
So these girls that followed us a long way, they made us little like grass foldings, I guess, along the way and gave them to us. It was crazy. These girls, the one was 19 and she got married a little late, but when you're a girl in the Hmong culture, you have to go to your husband's family's village when you get married. So they basically leave their own family at like 16, 17, and they're with all these new people and they live with their husband's parents for a few years until they can build a house. It's like such a hard life for them, it must be. Now Ben is describing to us how to make clothing out of hemp.
Take out the leaf, and then you usually dry this.
Okay.
And when you dry one, weeds become very dry, and then you break like that.
Uh-huh.
Pick up like this. You do. Depending how this is the big or small. If big, you can make 6 pieces.
Uh-huh.
If small, you can only make 4 pieces.
Okay.
And then you take off.
Oh, so this is the valuable
This
stuff.
is the one you use it for making
Oh, I
clothes.
ruined all that.
Okay.
So then you make a hole here,
Yeah.
and then you put other one to here, and then you enjoy like this to make it long pieces. But
Ah.
these are now still very red, it's not dry. It's
Right.
very slippery, I can't enjoy
It won't work.
Yes.
Okay. And then can you show which clothes it makes?
Making from that
You make.
this one's gonna make it to that one. So then we do spinning. After spinning, we do weaving. And when we finish weaving, we will dye in the indigo. And when we finish dyeing, we will put that piece of material in the piece of woolen, and the piece of material in the middle. We put the heavy stone and re-roll it, and they become shiny like this.
Wow.
But the shiny only stay there. After you wash like 3 or 4 times, the shinies will go like normal. Like this
Oh,
shiny
yeah.
is like normal. So that's just normal cloth. So this is a still new.
So that's a
not
new
shiny
one.
like that.
Beautiful.
Very strong.
Wow.
Very strong.
So finally we made it to the younger girls' village and they took us into their home and showed us all the crafts that they made. I said I was considering buying like a traditional shirt, but when I tried it on it was way too small. Kind of looked cool though. Soon after this it was time for
Concrete
lunch.
road.
The food was alright. One thing that was kind of interesting that Errol said is like they spend so much time on their nice beautiful clothes, these people, but they still wear the little white flip-flops, like even for trekking. Apparently in the winter they get nicer shoes, but they like save them because they don't last
Taking the
very
sights
long.
a little
So
more than
in
when
the
you're
summer
on
they
a
just
moped.
trek in these flip-flops.
And these girls, they followed us all the way.
So all in all, I would definitely recommend to do a trek like this once. And Sapa in general, it's a really cool town, and the people who live there are really interesting. They live a tough life, but they do some really interesting things, and Now it's getting a little touristy, but they still have maintain a lot of their like older culture. To end things off, here is Van describing how much rice each family needs to survive.
Interesting.
For the water is from here to down there is warmer, is better for the rice. Yes.
And could you tell us, like, how much?
Rice?
How much rice from one terrace? Like, would that?
Depend how big the terrace is. Like the one in the middle, the one with the before the very green, that long one there.
Yeah.
Or from that to
That
the other way.
makes a lot.
That will cost. You will go like 100 kilogram of rice.
100 kilograms.
But still with a husk in there. When you take out the husk, you probably got 70 rice.
70 kilograms of rice?
70 kilogram of
Of
rice.
white rice.
Yes.
Good.
So 30 kilograms is the husks of
30
the rice.
kilograms is the husk.
And 70 kilograms of rice, how long would that last a family?
Depend how big your family or how small.
Say like a family of 5.
Family of 5, it lasts like, I would say 2-3 weeks.
2 to 3 weeks?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.